Hey everyone, Wanderbot here, and welcome to Evil West. Came out last month, and unfortunately I was busy prepping for other things and kind of missed it. I was going to get to it eventually, but then I heard that Stephanie Sterling listed this as one of their favorite games out of this year. And so I figure, okay, I'm going to bump it to the top of my list to see what the hubbub's about. It apparently has local co-op, or not local co-op, online co-op, which is a bit of a shame because I think that actually would have been kind of fun, but I'm going to be diving in solo, at least for now. Maybe I'll come back for co-op in some amount of time and bring Shell along, but I'm a busy boy. I got 1 hour to record this.
The founding fathers, dark forces have been preying on America. As the fight against these vampires continued, a secret organization has trained people with remarkable skills. The agent's duty is to protect ordinary people from the forces of evil.
I love the voice actor they got for it. I don't know, saying just America in that specific way just brings out the patriotism in me. Which is weird, because like I usually don't even think about patriotism too much, but if you say America just right, I get like a little bit of that American flag in me. That sounds weird, I know, but like, I don't know how to phrase it otherwise. And rather than trying to like figure it out right, I'll just say it wrong and make it work.
While we're on the dynamite, Chester will be none too chatty with his guts sprayed all over a train carriage.
I know how to shape an explosion, Edgar.
It's coming. Wait for it. Now!
Harrow's not gonna be happy about the bridge.
Harrow can suck my dick. He's the Secretary of War, not the Secretary of Bridges. Let's go have a look-see. I go high.
Secretary of War, not the Secretary of Bridges. What an absolutely stupid line, and I love it. Okay, quick thing. Combat, game difficulty, no. Where's me subtitles? Subtitle size. Oh, they were on. They're just apparently not for that one. Arachnophobia, I'm actually going to turn that on. Apply changes. What else do we have? Because half of this stuff was not in the game prior. And I got to double check to see if we got motion blur. Get that shit out of here. Alright, apply changes. Do we got anything else? Sound effects. There we go. Turn the music down. Turn the effects down more. That way we can actually hear stuff. I think everything else is fine. Just always got to double check. Oh yeah, that feels better. Alright. So if you haven't heard of
Not that bad.
Flying Wild Hog before, these are the people that made Shadowrun, Trek to Yomi, Hard Reset, and a couple other games. They're a Polish studio, and like at this point they're pretty dang prolific. None of their games are like ever going to be AAA quality really, but at the same time I think there's a very real charm to the extremely crass and kind of interesting AA games that they make. They're very irreverent in the best possible way.
Let's give it a try.
Okay. Special actions, walk up to it, towards it, and press space once it changes into gold. Oh, I see. I was looking at the previous thing. That's probably for getting back up, yeah?
More money.
I didn't mean to get money. I guess that thing's just to tell me to look up or something.
What's that sound? Stop whining and start moving! You smell that?
What do I have on my hand? Like, it looks like my character has a mecha cast. Ew. Is that a... Does it have leeches hanging off of its nips? Is that what that was? I have new lore. Infected vessel. It does just have leeches coming out. Alright, I'm not gonna read the lore. I could, but I wanna continue on. Evasion. Alright, that's easy enough. I thought this was gonna be more of a third-person shooter, but it actually seems to have like a pretty substantial amount of melee combat. Which I kind of appreciate. You know, third-person shooters are fine. But... oh, does he just have a leech on his face? Ugh. What is this thing? I'm assuming healing. So we've got 2 places to go. I'm gonna assume here. I'm just gonna reference the review a couple of times. Apparently this game is like super linear. And there are a couple of side paths, but they're very easy to miss.
Finders keepers.
Maybe this one is a little bit more obvious. Now this is the way I came from, yeah? Yeah. Okay. But a lot of the side paths are easy to miss, and you cannot go back for them. There's that, but what about this? Yeah. Figured. I don't know how much I need to care, and I don't even think this game is gonna be particularly hard. But it's worth being at least somewhat thorough when I go by. If I can be.
Fuck.
What did you expect? You blew up the bridge.
Make all this worth our time, Chester.
Okay, bucks will come in handy early or later. Kinda hard to read tutorial stuff during dialogue, but whatever. While dodging to close the gap. So left click while dodging to close the gap. And hit an enemy immediately. Whoops. There we go. I like that gap closer. I was not expecting this to have like substantive melee combat, but here we are. I'm not really going to be able to tell what the hell's going on in a lot of cases here. Are they saying things? Are these guys sentient? Like, they're vampires, clearly. But still, okay. Medication dispenser built within the gauntlet can be used to heal. A short downtime, press C to heal. This is just a heal ability. Well, that's nice.
That felt good.
I really like the idea of vampires outside of their usual element and then just making it work somehow. Or kind of within their element, but like cheesing it up. So hold left click for an uppercut. Keep hitting them while airborne. Okay, there we go. Like, unironically, one of my favorite movies, kind of, sort of, is Abe Lincoln Vampire Hunter. It's not the kind of... whoop. Oh, well, you yeeted him off a cliff. Alright, works for me. Didn't mean to kind of smash him forward, but hey, it worked. But like, it's an absolutely stupid movie, and I don't think I'd ever recommend it to people for quality.
Across the river somehow.
But for movies that I had absolutely no expectations...
Bad time for this thing to collapse.
I had no expectations that Abe Lincoln Vampire Hunter was going to be good, and then I, like, had fun for the entire movie. And so ever since, Wild West and vampires has very much been, like, on my mind for weird settings that I've never seen before and want to see more of. So hold W plus left click to uppercut an enemy and follow it up with a cannonball punch. So you can hit them into environmental hazards. Oh. Oh. Bullet Storm? Is it you? Oh. That's how you do it. Sorry, I stopped holding W. Oh, I'm getting some good Bullet Storm off of this. Oh good, it auto-aims for me. I appreciate that. Now here's the other thing. I don't have to hit them into the spiky thing to cannonball punch them. I can just hit them out of the park. Hopefully there's no, like, resources that I need to actually get my hands on. I'm going to assume no, but you never know. Oh, there's actually stuff down there. No, I can't drop down. I'll have to I guess I'm just going down immediately anyway, so it's not that big of a deal. Very linear. Though I like the set pieces. They look nice. What was I playing recently? I guess kind of sort of Pokemon. Okay. Enemy special attacks are deadly and unstoppable by regular means. R to kick.
Where the hell did you get that slicer?
Okay. They're uninterruptible. That's the thing. I'm just gonna... Come here. Come here, ugly bug. Did that actually... Nope! Damn. Yeah, okay. Get close to a near-death enemy, execute them. Approach the glowing yellow enemy, press left click for a final blow. Finishers are rewarded with health pickups. You're invulnerable during a finisher. Did he have just a rail spike through his head? He did. Wow. But yeah, I've been playing Pokemon lately. Absolutely, like, it's weird. It's so weird. Like, it's the worst Pokemon game I've ever played, and it's also one of the best, and it's frustrating. Because I want it to be better. Oh, they're called ticks, I guess. Maybe it's the thing on the back. Do I get gun? Or no, he has gun. I do not get gun. Why do I not have gun? There we go. I guess I can rotate my camera for that. And I should probably heal. Do I have anything else? No. Of course not. Ow. Yeah, R is kind of a rough button for a kick, but whatever. Doesn't matter that much. Perfect. Yeah, I've been playing Pokemon, and like, I like it, but there's definitely some issues with it that I will take some umbrage with. Mostly performance, but the big thing for me, because like, I can live with performance problems in a video game. The thing that gets me and gets my goat is I absolutely despise environments that are uninteresting. Like, I would rather have a linear hallway that looks incredible than a open field that looks like nothing. And so, like, here, this is just a series of corridors stitched together by, you know, bird poop ledges, effectively. I mean, it's slightly different, but still, but the backdrops are nice. And so it's kind of one of those where it's like, yeah, ultimately I think Pokemon's going to be the better, more fun experience.
For sure.
But I have to appreciate games that are just like a curated experience the entire way through. Like, I was talking to Shell about this the other day. We were on a walk and we were just kind of discussing open world games versus linear single player stuff. And
Christ. Worst damn barbecue ever.
Hey, boyo, guess who's riding in first class and responsible for the biggest delivery in gathering history? Remember when the dream of attending the gathering was just that? Wishful thinking. But I am on my way, soon to be hobnobbing with the creme de la creme. The oldest, the wisest, the most powerful. This is where it begins. If I play this right, in 100 years, I'll be the one being catered to by human douchebags like you. That's it for now. I must bid you adieu. There's still much to do, and I can't louse this up. Yours truly, Chester, the Catering King.
almost sounds like Chester is actually a dude that obtains humans for the vampires. I'm going to assume that's what it was. I wasn't paying that much attention to the cutscene to begin with, to be honest. I probably should, but I've hit this point where I start tuning out during certain... You blew up a bridge! What did you expect? Rentier Revolver. Handy, fast, reliable. Signature hammer mechanism allows for rapid fanning shots, provided one's hands are skilled enough. Weapon doesn't require aiming and can reload automatically once the cylinder is emptied.
Now that's what I call a game changer. Welcome to America, dipshit!
E to shoot. I like it how I have infinite ammo. There we go. E to shoot. That's an odd choice. I might actually want to play this with keyboard and mouse. Actually, I should probably just bully these guys, because I can get the kill, which gets me the HP. Not that it's that big of a deal. And the pistol actually like does pretty hefty damage to them too. There we go. Ah. Didn't dodge. Well, that's fine. Nope. Is he just yelling, "Hey you" at me every time? Okay. There we go. Hey you! Done. I do get the HP, and then we can also heal ourselves whenever we want. I'm not sure what's up with that specularity, but I'm not going to complain too much. Man.
One good punch could get me through. Road clear.
What was I going to say? I mean, apart from just, like, really appreciating the idea of actual hand-designed sets. Also, just playing this game makes me honestly think of games from the mid-2000s. Oh, I see. Like, oh, right, they're filled with vampires. Do I have to do it from here? No. Oh, no, we just walk across. The symbol just hadn't disappeared. This game very much reminds me of games from the mid-2000s to early 2010s. Like, I feel like there was a certain point of AAA that was mostly in the Xbox 360.
Let's dance.
Man, all the different moves we're getting are actually, like, pretty fun. I'm not very good at it, but still. I pressed the other wrong buttons, but it's fine. Oh, no. Did he fall? He must have fallen. Oh, well. But it was definitely like the PS3 to Xbox 360 era, and Xbox 360 era. Like, that exact era was filled with a bunch of really experimental, early high-def 3D, and really interesting games that kind of came out of it. I'm thinking like Rage, and earlier I mentioned Bulletstorm, which is also unironically like one of my favorite shooters of all time. The story on it was dog shit, but the actual gameplay was fun. I think that was it. That the actual.
You, Chess, you lousy skunk. I'll take that.
I guess my point would very much be that, you know, I like games that are built to be fun, rather than, you know, built to be mechanically perfect or something like that. That's why I've been playing tons of Harvestella and not really a whole lot of God of War Ragnarok. Largely just because I've already played God of War Ragnarok back in 2018 with its predecessor. Like, you gonna throw that? Wait, here's a question. I was really hoping. Okay. Yeah, does that actually do damage? Maybe? Doesn't look like it. I was hoping it would. I'm just gonna run around kind of hitting enemies in the periphery. And just kind of punching them a bunch. There we go. It's fine. That actually was really easy. That's a vampire? No way. Definitely not a vampire. Question. Oh, cool. I can roll through. That's not so bad. I'm assuming an uppercut. Nope, uppercut does stun him. I could have kicked? Ow. Okay, can't kick that one. Okay. Is it dead? Yep. I don't even know how I'm killing it. Did I ripped its whole head cage off. Oh. I thought I'd hit it with the head cage.
Now I'm pissed. Then let's get that son of a bitch.
I think somebody's been playing too much Doom. And I can't fault them. Oh, I see. We came through there. Is there anything else? No, not really. Why do I love this game so much?
Young rentier, still on your father's leash, I see.
Heard you were on your way to the gathering, Jess. What's this? Catering?
Why, I have no idea what you're...
That big shiny ball out there is no good for your sensitive skin.
The sun's not to know what they'll do to me.
Fun game. Let's test that theory.
No, Richard, stop! Belmontville! The gathering's in Belmontville!
Excellent choice, Chester. And since you're feeling so damn helpful, we're gonna be needing a guide. Consider it a promotion. Dipshit.
Belmontville's a long way from the manor. We're on a clock here.
We've been hunting Debano for 3 months. What's another few hours?
Have it your way. But your father's gonna have your ass as an ashtray if we don't make that presentation.
You're retired. What's he gonna do? Fire you?
Why is this game so good?
Belmontville Mines, huh? Oh, we're gonna be walking blind into a damn maze.
And if our tick friend here is telling the truth, Debano's gonna be right in the middle of it.
I don't think I'm in a position to lie, do you?
That's the spirit, Chester. Now you lift those fancy illusions and who knows? Maybe you'll make it out of this after all.
The glamour. Even I have my limitations, Mr. Gravener.
You want a limitation? How about walking around without a head?
Crawling with familiars. No question.
And where do you think you're going?
Judging by that tone of yours, sounds like I'm making sure fancy pants here doesn't make a run for it.
In broad daylight. That's why we need familiars. I'm starting to question your qualifications for this job.
Those ass-licking tick lovers should be shot on sight. What the hell? Maybe we can play with dynamite out here, too. Right, Jess? I'll make you a new waistcoat.
I don't believe my tailor would like that.
See? You're bonding already.
Eat me.
And now we got a Rentier rifle. So right click to aim, left click to shoot. Precision shots, hitting weak points, cool.
That gathering won't find itself, you know? Move it.
Unironically, this is probably one of the better visual depictions of, like, Wild West. Oh. Tumbleweed. Looks like it does get ammo back, just not that quickly. There we go. Kind of hoping context-wise we just jump it.
Right there in front of you.
Oh, shut up. I told you my sight's not recovered after the change.
Hey, so you're telling me it's not the booze?
I was hoping they'd react to me shooting the can, but I must have missed it. Blowing weak points for severe damage. Oh. That's interesting. Huh. Take their arm off. Okay. I'll bite. That's cool. It's super weird, because like I was saying, this very much kind of reminds me of like mid-2000s era, like, shooters that weren't necessarily always the best, but they had kind of this weird level of vision to them that was always interesting to engage with, because you kind of knew buying or playing a game in the PS3, Xbox 360 era, like, you didn't know if it was going to be good, but you knew it was going to be different. And maybe it's just kind of me with the AAA industry, but like, a lot of AAA games are the same. They're safe. They're good, maybe, but they're too safe.
Family of Calvert. Another tick wannabe. Well, that's not gonna happen.
I played 2 Sony games this year. 3? 2. When was the most recent Ratchet & Clank game? I don't remember. My sense of time is scuffed. But of the last 3 big... Wow, really? I didn't actually think I could go back here, let alone grab something, but shit, that was a lot of money. But the last 3, like, big blockbusters, especially out of Sony, have been God of War, Ratchet & Clank, Between Dimensions, and Horizon Forbidden West. All 3 of which largely just kind of mirror their... All 3 of which kind of mirror their predecessors, very aggressively. Which I think, like, is a good thing. You know it's going to be a familiar experience by picking them up. And I think that's good. And then they can focus more on the storytelling medium and perfecting what they had. But I think for me, unfortunately, maybe it's because the indie games that I play all the time, it's one of those where more of the same really doesn't take. And if I'm just watching a game or playing a game for story, I'd usually rather just almost watch a cutscene compilation or read, like, the wiki afterwards. That's not always true. There are definitely exceptions, but I think I find myself drawn to stuff like this instead.
I'm gonna hang your head on a wall!
How are you aiming?
I was waiting for a challenge. Get that son of a bitch!
Missed. Ow. I think it's just this guy left. Yeah, there's some pretty hefty auto aim to take their hands off, but you know what? I don't care. Oh, that was actually kind of quick. Let's see. Is there anything else on this? Because it feels like it's in my best interest to always avoid the thing that looks most obviously like progression. No, I think we've actually gotten everything. Alright, cool. I guess it was just that one side area. Hopefully I get to spend some money before this video is done, but whatever.
Through smells of ticks. Gathering must be close by. Money.
Here we go. At some point there will be money. You just go down into this just weird sunken town. Damn. I guess we're in the mine. Less so sunken town, but still. If you don't like spiders, you can disable them using the game's menu. Yeah, so I've turned on arachnophobia mode. I think I mentioned that. I think that's obvious. I'm not big on spiders. Like, at all. I think spiders are kind of... Like, I'll live with them if I have to, but if I see one, like, in my space long term, Like, I'm not going to go on a spider eradication hunt. But I'm also not going to suffer like a spider in the corner of my room.
That looks about right.
That's not something I want to deal with. At least the gold here is like super obvious and flashy. I think this is the other side of where we were. Yeah. If I end up running in circles, well, at least I run in circles to get some funds. Been here? I don't know. It doesn't really matter. Oh, you know what else? This doesn't really remind me of the Metro games, but they kind of do. Because, like, I really like Metro 2033 and Last Light. I still need to play Exodus. Like, that's very much on my to-do list. Oh, that's where I came from. I have come full circle. Well, at least we've guaranteed probably found all the gold in this area. I don't know. I think it would be interesting to do a video on, like, all of these... Nope. Rather high-quality AA games.
I'll bet my last dime to Bono's here somewhere.
That's another series, kind of in this vein. Just AA games in general. No, I'll think about that later.
Dead end. Great. You seeing this too? Take it off.
Mr. Rentier, on a first date? What do you take me for?
You're right. Maybe a little light to set the mood.
No, no need. I see it now. Of course. The glamour. I'm on it.
Today, Chester.
Please. I need to concentrate. It's not that easy to sever the illusion from its source.
What's the source?
You don't want to know. Sanguis Eternus.
Well, I'll be damned.
Sanguis Eternal.
You know
Blood
what?
Eternal.
Let's switch. I'll take the explosives, you get the Bono.
Is this about the bridge?
It's not about the bridge.
Got the damn train, didn't I?
I like the set pieces. Good set pieces, man. Not to say that God of War doesn't have great set pieces. I guess that one's a little bit more linear. Okay. Oops. Didn't work. Excuse me. Oh. That's fun. Okay. Probably actually just melee one of these guys to get the... Nope. There we go. You hit health back. How am I getting health off of these? Have they explained that part yet? Because, like, if I kill these guys properly and get health back, how am I getting health back from vampires? Am I a vampire? Do I only feast on the blood of vampires, the rarest breed? Oh, I love the idea of that. It's like the kind of doofy anti-Venom plotline from the Spider-Man series. Ew. And that's just blood, going into a pool of blood. Where do they get this much blood, and how do they keep it from, like, not drying up and getting super gross?
I've seen my share of tech architecture, but that's something.
Shit, that... Okay, this is really cool.
It's hard to compete against the species that keeps on growing and advancing with their technology, creating new and more dangerous weapons of war and other engineering marvels. As I see it, the real struggle is nature versus technology, instinct versus genius.
We have allowed those naturally subordinate to us to transform themselves from prey into predators. If we don't alter this trajectory, eventually they will murder us all.
Let's see. Rocks have treasure. I'm not finding the side paths particularly hard to find. Probably. And one major plus I will say, this game doesn't do the, like, end of mission, you've missed 6 secrets, and then you feel bad. Like, I'm sure I've missed stuff, but because I don't know that I've missed it, it doesn't bug me. I'm just gonna deplete these right off the bat. It is my goal to just insta-give as many of you as possible. Actually, you know what? Screw it. What is... Who is... There we go. Oh, I level up and get 2,000 bucks. Perk. New perk, M to view. What? Oh. New perks are unlocked with every level up. You can activate a perk by allocating perk points. Later on, you'll be able to reset your perk points and spend them again free of charge. So we have Pump Jack. Dealing damage with the gauntlet reduces the cooldown for healing dispenser. Hitting an enemy's weak point has chance of dropping a health pickup, max health, some other stuff. Don't know about those. What else we got? So Cannonball, Blasting Impression, Kickoff, and Hero Punch do additional splash damage to nearby enemies. I like those. So is Kickoff the... Kickoff is just the kick. Quake Punch, V to jump forward and smash to the ground with a damaging blast, or Chain of Command, chaining the next melee combo right after the previous one connects. I'm probably never going to pick that up because I'm super, super terrible about those. Is it actually forcing me to pick this one up? Yeah. I guess so. Shame. And I didn't want Pump Jack. I haven't felt like I needed health that bad yet, but I guess I have no choice. Hello, victims! Enjoy the pit! Into the pit you go! Whee! I certainly hope I did not need resources from that. Okay, so we've got 2 different paths here. Ah, this one is to treasure. You can tell because there's the glowy. I really like that inverted pyramid. That's a very, like, Destiny-esque visual right there. Just this big open area expanse with a kind of actually... What am I doing? With an actually, like, really nice-looking thing it kind of showcased at the end of it. The hell is that? There's a surprising number of these enemies. Did I get him? Got him. Oh, that was easy. Anything else around here? We're easy. I think we're good. It looks like there's a whole thing over there on the left. Huh. I guess it's gonna force me to go back for it, maybe? Or is it a weird co-op thing? Nope.
Not enough.
I might honestly look into the co-op for this, though. Not immediately, but as kind of a separate video at some point where Shell and I tackle a bunch of, like, shooters with actually, like, good co-op campaigns.
Gotcha.
Because I'm thinking this. I know Graven's got co-op now. So I've got to go back and actually, like, play it.
We are a unique species, brothers and sisters. We are not bred. We are not born. We come to life when we accept the gift of change. Our powers are many, and they have served us well. The art of glamour has given us safety through secrecy, but I am afraid we are becoming the victims of progress. Sooner or later, human technology will find a way to see past our illusions. They will expose and demonize us and make us their ultimate enemy. Inevitably, we will become their inferiors.
Jesus, it's huge. When did they build this? And how?
Okay. Sorry, I have to get rid of the trash mobs first. Thank you very much. Nope. Those bugs ain't bad. Hi. Yeah, see, I want to take out this guy first. There we go. When in doubt, cannonball punch. Well, when in doubt, cannonball punch, yeet everything. Monster ball. I got an achievement for it too. Oh, the best timing. Anything else here? No, it doesn't look like it. Came through here. Oh, that's one of the bugs. I thought it was like a weird thing I need to care about. But I do not. Green and red are a rare color palette that I do not like using that much. This actually looks nice. I don't know. I don't know why I'm specifically singing this game's praises. I think it's... You know the phrase, like, greater than the sum of its parts? I think this game embodies that. Like, every single bit of it is just kind of okay. But... that's fine? Okay, hold up. Can I... oh, you can insta-give those guys. Leave that alone. And not that these ogres are particularly problematic, nor hard to kill. But insta-gibbing them seems real nice.
Yeah. Okay. Got a few more.
Anything else? Nope. Looks like that opens us up. Why is there so much blood? It's not like blood is just a liquid you can pour. That shit dries.
Must be the entrance. Looks even bigger up close. Well, let's crash their little party.
Okay, what do we got here? A little bit more lore?
We consider ourselves proud hunters, predators. But that pride sometimes prevents us from growing as a species. Internal divisions have weakened us. Our numbers dwindle while their numbers grow. But it's not too late. We can still survive, but to do so, we must be ready to adapt. We cannot be too proud to evolve.
Demons. Well, we're going into the temple. Oh. Vampire Illuminati? That was nice and easy.
Humans are growing stronger, Dominic. We need to leave the shadows. Don't be fooled. Once our veil of secrecy is lifted, we won't stand a chance. We might be more powerful, but they will crush us with their numbers. Listen to the voice of reason. There is a thin line between being a survivor and being a coward.
Okay, no more dialogue. Oh. I'm just dragging it down. I thought I'd be shooting it. How did they not hear all the gun noises? How funny it would be if we actually fell. Game ends with us drowning in a lake full of blood.
Enough. Your alliance thirst for all out war with the humans endangers us all. Peace and Alana. Without the shield.
wolves go hungry, yes. But the day is coming when the sheep will outwit the wolves. Haven't you been watching, brother? The humans have harnessed the power of steam and lightning, and they grow mighty. If our hubris allows us to grow fat and lazy in the shadows, they will soon have the power to hunt us down like dogs.
And so, you propose war.
War suggests there is a chance we might lose. I propose we strike. With my new asset, we can control the change. Reclaim the Sanguisuja's rightful place at the top of the food chain.
Control the change. Are you mad? Even suggesting such a thing is blasphemy.
Dominic, brother, these are blasphemous times. While my methods may very well be at variance with our tradition, I can tell you one thing. If we don't adapt, we will perish.
Enough. I will not allow you and your bastard breed to lead us into annihilation. Iter Daban, for the high crime of conspiracy against your own kind, I sentence you and your line to the true death.
I told you, Father. They wouldn't listen.
We had to try, Felicity Mikata. Our work will be a lot easier if we can help them understand. If we can't...
Then... we... force them to!
Cripes. So that's an actual vampire. Alright, all things considered. Okay, is he gonna do that again? No, he is not. That's fine. Here we go. Might as well heal. There we go. That messes him up. Gets us some healing. Okay. Nope, that ain't it. Nope. That really ain't it. I'm being too aggressive here. I was hoping I could, like, dodge and counter and some other stuff, but no dice. Ow. Can't kick that. I can actually block that one. Because he does that. That's not something I can counter. Okay. Does the blood wave. Does the double dash. Oh, he's missing some bits. I think this is where he summons friends. I don't know if he's taking procedural damage there. There we go. Doesn't look like there's anything more to it than that. Doing blood wave, doing dash. I'm learning his patterns-ish. I was expecting some friends. He hasn't felt like summoning friends yet. Oh, there they are. Alright. I have other weapons I can use here. Stay away from it. I just want to get rid of its friends. Okay. I think I stunned him anyway. Ow. Nope. That didn't work. That hurt. Didn't work. Void. Okay. Is the one where he summons friends? I thought that would be the one where he summoned friends. It was not. It's fine. There he goes. Pointless violence. Huh. Is that like a weird baby head on that pyramid?
Think you could have brought a bigger knife?
Some people get a gold watch when they retire. I got Susan here.
That's kind of gross.
Should have asked him how to get out of here.
Too late. He won't be of any use for a month or two. Wait. What about Chester?
Well, what are you gonna do?
Could we use Chester to blow up?
That is how you shape an explosion. Damn, we're late.
At least we won't be going back to the manor empty-handed.
Wait, is the manor just going to be the White House? No.
Oh, I'll be damned. That's a new way to spend taxpayers' money.
James Harrow.
Cripes.
The people's hero. I heard the White House sends him golden toilet paper. As long as he keeps the presidential ass clear of tick trouble. Feed him well. We've got a lot of ground to cover tonight.
It's a very armored carriage.
You're not staying for the presentation? The whole institute is in town.
I'll pass on the corporate backpatting session. I don't need another retirement lecture. Here, take this to your father before it wakes up and starts cursing us all to high hell.
Great, so I'll just tell him you've traded killing vampires for swilling cheap bourbon?
Tell him whatever you want.
Fine, skip the presentation. But you ain't getting away from a final drink with me afterwards.
Alright. I think this is a good stopping point. Right below the giant, smoke-belching blimp. And kind of faux White House. Because this ain't the actual White House. But it, I mean, kind of evokes the same visuals. I really like this game. They put a lot of thought into the setting. I mean, look at these armored carriages. Admittedly, I kind of feel like they should have, like, weird clockwork horses. Because it feels like the horses might be a little bit of a weak point in this whole design. Unless these things actually can go, like, motorized or something else. I don't know. One way or another, I kind of adore alternate Western history. You don't get a whole lot of it. But when you do, it's always kind of a weird, special visual of, like, blend between, like, technology that... alternate future technology, and then, you know, Wild West... Wild West... I don't want to say sensibilities, because it's not quite that. You know, just kind of the grunge and the dust and whatnot. And it's a neat look. was seeing the blimp going overhead during that cutscene, I was like, oh man, why have they never made a good Wild Wild West game? I think it's because nobody cares about that IP anymore, but I could see a video game revival of it being really cool. But with all of that said, I think this is a good stopping point, at least for now. So I will say that Evil West is not the cheapest game that I generally ever cover. It's $50 normally, but it seems to have a decent chunk of quality. I don't know how long it is as the one thing to look at, but I'd say this would be a solid game to pick up at like $30 easily, especially if you want to bring a friend along. And like an absolute steal if it goes below that, like 20 bucks or even 10. Oh boy. Because the gameplay is fun. I thought it was going to be a shooter, but it's a little bit more melee focused. And the amount of different things that you can do is kind of impressive. And I feel like we've barely even touched this gauntlet, so there's got to be all sorts of other powers. I'm seeing at least 5 more things on my HUD here. And I think you can like grapple things from afar and maybe some other stuff. It just feels like you could almost treat this game like a spectacle fighter. I bet you can, actually. I bet that would be really fun. Not quite like full Devil May Cry, but for some kind of weird third-person shooter, spectacle fighter, alternate Wild West, I think it's pretty cool. But with that, if you guys like this video in any way, shape, or form, leave me a like, helps more than you know. And if you want to see more rad new indie, AA games, then hit subscribe because I've got tons to show off. But for now, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.